And welcome back to this edition of the weather webcast on the 28th day of July. It is roughly 5:30 in the afternoon. Well, let's dive right into it. A few clouds off the air as we look now at our Stephen Fidesz Miguel Associates camera and looking at Galesburg, now hopping over into Pontiac, looking on our Lynn Chevrolet Buick Skycam. A mix of sun and clouds out there. Not a bad day. Temperature's rather nice right now. And finally looking at our last stop over in our Legion Air Cam. You can see as we look across the river another mix of sun and clouds, mainly cloudy, but still some peaks of sunshine out there right now. What can we expect for the rest of the evening? Well, we're going to go for 80 at 8 o'clock tonight, and going to dip down to around 74 at 10 before we hit around 70 at midnight. A very nice and a very comfortable evening. Also could see a few thunderstorms early Sunday morning and again Sunday evening, and also maybe a small chance of a shower or two on Monday. Low 90s all week. I mean, when you're comparing to triple-digit heat like we've seen in the past couple of weeks, it's really not too bad across the across central Illinois this week. Temperatures out at the airport coming in at 80 degrees right now. It feels about like 82 as you factor in those dew points in the low 60s. A very nice and calm wind making it feel very nice and pleasurable outside. Temperatures across the rest of central Illinois, most of us are in the low 80s with a few exceptions off to the west. Over in Galesburg and Macomb coming in the upper 70s due to a few rain showers, very, very light rain that is making its way across the area right now. Temperatures across the rest of the nation, you can see Memphis coming in at 96 over in Atlanta. The bulk of the heat, though, looks to be to our south and west, where it's usually at 102 over in the northern parts of Texas, Oklahoma, parts of Kansas and Nebraska, flirting right around the triple-digit area. And, that heat's going to stay right put where it is because of that big ridge of high pressure sitting right over them. But we have a very weak high pressure just off to our north and east over the Great Lakes, which is going to keep our temperatures in check for much of the week as that high pressure doesn't really move around a whole lot. We have a warm front just off to our west, which is going to bring us our chances of showers into tomorrow morning. But still, once you factor in that high pressure, it's going to be relatively calm and quiet for the next couple of days. Putting our futurecast into motion, you can see that high pressure kind of just situates itself over the Midwest. That low pressure system associated with that warm front pushes through late Sunday evening, but still, once you factor in that high pressure, once again, it's really not going to be that bad. We've got a cold front just off to our west. It's going to try to push through the course of next days, kind of cool us off by Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. Well, the coolest day in July was July 20th at 85 degrees. The last day below 85 was on the last day of June, coming in at 83 degrees. And hey, speaking of 90-degree weather, we saw 24 days so far of 90-plus here in July, and we saw that in 2012, obviously, and also back in 1919. But the record setter was 26 days in July of 90-degree plus, and that was in 1887 and 1901. Now, there's still a few days left in the month, and we're going to go 90s for the rest of the month. So we very well could making a new record for 2012. Well, we're running low on some rain, obviously. Very dry rainfall amounts for the entire year, looking to be about 9 inches below average. But hey, got some good news. The next best chance for rain comes tomorrow morning and also tomorrow evening. Tonight we should remain relatively quiet, but as we head into Sunday morning, there it is. There's the bulk of that rain. Only unfortunate part is I think that it's going to be mainly southwest of I-74. Lows tonight, though, in the low 60s or mid-60s, going to be a very nice and a very comfortable evening. And what do I think we're going to pick up from the rain? Well, not too much, even though it looked rather promising. We're looking to pick up about anywhere between nothing to a quarter of an inch, and over the next 2 weeks looking to pick up maybe just an inch, when normally we should be seeing a little over an inch and a half. Again, Sunday and Monday look to be around 90 and 94, a mild next 2 days, but still the rain chances could cool us down just a little bit more. And now looking at the rest of your 8 day, you can see low 90s for the entire week. Next best rain chances look to be next Saturday and Sunday. Not looking too good right now, but hey, that could change over the course of the week. Well, that'll wrap it up for our weather webcast on the 28th day of July. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and also a wonderful